Well, hey y'all, here we are back with another episode of Historical Markers, and we are in Sequatchie County, Tennessee. That's my best interpretation of that. Sequatchie County, Tennessee. And we are traveling, and so we're stopping through a few counties here in Tennessee because I love looking at historical markers. I hope you do too, since you're watching this episode. So stay with me as we continue and see what's to be found here. I hope you like it. I hope I like it. Stay tuned. All right, we are in Sequatchie County, Tennessee, and this marker is for Old Madison. The first county seat of Bledsoe County was here. Buildings included a log jail on the hillock to the southeast. Members of its first court were, I'm not exactly sure what that's an abbreviation for. Is that JNO? Not sure. Tollett and JNO Narismore, Jesse McKinney, Michael Rawlings, Joshua Hogue, James Standiver, Timothy Hickson, William Christensen, and another JNO Durgan. I wonder if that's a John. I don't know. It later moved to Pikeville, which grew up around a large spring. If you know what the abbreviation JNO, what name that stands for, let me know. All right, we are in Dunlap, Tennessee. We have been traveling down Route 127. The weekend just past us is when the big yard sale was held, so we're watching people, tear those things down. But we got here into Dunlap, and we're at the Sequatchie County Library, but it's also the Dunlap Community Building. That's what it was built as. I was up a little high, I apologize. All right, it built 1939 to 40, and we're here for the little marker, the National Register marker of historic places there. So this building has a lot of history. The Frank S. Barker Community Center was renamed that. Has a lot of history to it. It is a really nice looking building, and it's very fitting that it is now the library. All right, we are off of Route 127, just outside of Dunlap, Tennessee, and we are here for this beautiful, absolutely gorgeous location and this gorgeous church. From what I understand, the congregation has built a new facility, but this facility is notable, and it's beautiful up here. They've got their cemetery here. Oh. I'm a mountain girl. See, you can see over there where their new church is, that white building up there. That's where they're building. But this here is a part of the Southeast Tennessee Religious Heritage Trail, and it's Chapel Hill United Methodist Church. So the first Methodist meeting house on this site was erected in 1852, and it was named Henniger's Chapel in honor of Reverend John Henniger, a prominent circuit rider in this area. The land for the church and cemetery was donated by Allen Kirkland. The log and plank structure was built by Norman Mansfield and his son Alex. The adjoining cemetery predates the church with the burial of William Rogers in 1849, who organized the first Sunday school in the community. In 1853, a great revival of remarkable scope and power was conducted by Reverend R.N. Price. Many individuals were converted, and many families were brought into the church. The original church was partially dismantled by Union troops under General Crittenden in the summer of 1863. The remaining structure burned in late August. In October of the same year, General Wheeler's Confederate cavalry raided a federal wagon supply train en route to General Grant in Chattanooga. Many of the soldiers from both sides killed in that raid were buried here in unmarked graves. After the destruction of the church, God spoke to a young girl praying in an apple orchard, and she was immediately converted. This event sparked another great revival, lasting 3 weeks and resulting in over 200 conversions. Due to its size and intensity, it was moved from a private home to a nearby Cumberland Presbyterian church. In 1884, the main sanctuary was rebuilt with volunteer labor. Sunday school rooms were added in 1951 with the understanding that the Sunday school would be non-denominational. That agreement has been adhered to and is still in effect today. That is amazing. Additional rooms, a fellowship hall, and a steeple comprise the latest additions of the current building. The covenant of Chapel Hill to receive, live, and give the gospel is a continuation of the fervor of early Methodism and the steadfastness of the circuit riders. The Chapel Hill Church hosts a Decoration Day and Homecoming on the third Sunday in May. And here's a picture of a homecoming. Yeah, at the church. And here's a picture in 1930 after the vestibule was added to the original structure. All right, so I'm going to give you one more look at how beautiful it is up here. All right. Y'all, I like doing Veterans Memorial markers. I just do. And I love each and every one of them. My father is a Korean War veteran. I feel honored when we're able to film them. But this memorial is awesome. So we're going to walk through here and let y'all take a look as we go through. This is amazing. All right. I know this probably isn't one of the signs, but it at least gives you a really good idea of what's to offer here in Sequatchie County. All kinds of outdoor adventures. So if you ever think about coming this way, pause here, go in there, take a look. All right. They have several military items, I don't even know what to say, what vehicles of some sort, several of them. And they're each and every one of them absolutely amazing. I mean, look at that. Whew. There's several markers along the way here. Some of them are talking about the contributors, you know, who helped put this up, which in themselves, they are amazing. That is an awesome thing. All right, so the Jeep here is the M422 Mighty Mite Jeep, and it was manufactured by the American Motor Corps, produced for the United States Marine Corps. You can see all the details there. I'm not going to read all of those. But the Jeep was donated by Ron Alred. All right. Before I move on to the rest of the item that's on this side, this is the actual marker that we're here for, is this marker right here. But you're getting a bunch of extra because this is just amazing. Thunder in the Valley. It's talking about the Civil War here in Sequatchie County. It says the outbreak of the war divided Sequatchie County families, and local men served on both sides of the conflict. And we've seen that when we've talked a lot about Kentucky and Southern Illinois. You know, people went both sides, right? And so you got Union and Confederate armies. They marched through this county, and civilian law broke down. And marauders used the conflict as an excuse to rob, kill, and settle old scores, as people are wont to do. The William Rankin House, the first dwelling built in Dunlap, was pillaged, and Rankin fled. Thousands of soldiers marched on the county's roads and turnpikes. In August 1862, Confederate General Braxton Bragg's army passed through on its way to invade Kentucky. Late in the summer and the fall of 1863, after the Battle of Chickamauga, the county served as a base for both Union and Confederate armies at different times during the battles for Chattanooga. Union Colonel John T. Wilder reported that his arrival here in August 1863 provided timely for surprising and capturing a party of 14 rebels and releasing 5 Union prisoners they were about to hang. The fight for Chattanooga directly touched the southern part of the county on October 2nd, 1863, when Confederate General Joseph Wheeler's cavalry, I keep calling it cavalry, it's cavalry. Again, military people, please be understanding with me. I'm prison trained, not military trained. Cavalry attacked a Union wagon train headed for Chattanooga on the treacherous Campbell and Anderson Turnpike. The train had more than 1,000 wagons full of supplies, pulled by an estimated 4,500 mules. That is a lot of mules. Wheeler's successful raid destroyed a vast quantity of Union property. Federal forces occupied Sequatchie County for the remainder of the war, but marauders still roamed the mountains and valley, harassing and stealing from the residents. The war and its aftermath created enduring resentments and wrought profound changes on the Sequatchie County as on the nation. So this is here where this through the county. And it's the mountain region of North Carolina and Tennessee. Here is General Braxton Bragg, Colonel John T. Wilder, and General Joseph Wheeler. All right, so we're moving on back to what's here. This is a Huey helicopter. Okay, and it's just really great. It says Huey helicopter. The first aircraft served with the first okay, now this one says cavalry. Is it got an L there or not? I don't know. Arriving in Vietnam in 1966, and then it continued in service. I'm not going to read this whole sign, but please feel free to pause it and zoom in and read that. But so cool. So cool. Okay, this is a Lockheed T-33 Shooting Star. Again, I'm not going to read all of this. If you're interested in reading the history about this plane, just pause and zoom in. I really don't think the memorial itself, I told you we were here for that Thunder in the Valley, but we're going to add this memorial to the list because, oh my goodness, look at this. So amazing, but so heartbreaking. Look at all these names. But they did it. They went all the way back to the Revolutionary War. I love it. I hate it. I don't know but I'm just saying that they are able to have these names and to just, display them and honor them. I'm just walking, it's just a lot of names, This kind of reminds me of when I did go to Washington to the different memorials and the Vietnam Memorial and World War II and of course the Korean War, which my father served in the Navy, and I'm very, very proud of him. Look at the Purple Hearts. Yeah, they've got those. They're showing the Purple Hearts. Unfortunately, there's a lot of them. Very, very amazing. And they've gone all the way. And they've even added, looks to me like some names they've come up with there towards the end. All right, I don't want to drag too much down on everything. This is anchors, of course, duh. But here's the information of where these anchors came from and how they got here. It's really cool. So pause and zoom. Oh, here's more information about the Liberty ship anchors. So you might want to read this one first. I don't know which one goes first. All right, this is an M59 armored personnel carrier. Wow. Wow. It was utilized in Vietnam and ended its service in the mid-60s. This is an A4 Skyhawk. It's a carrier-based ground attack aircraft designed for the Navy and Marines. So here's the information. It's on loan. This aircraft is on loan from the National Naval Aviation Museum in Pensacola, Florida. So there you can get more information if you want to pause and zoom. So I'm going to walk back. And yeah, I mean, Sequatchie County has this must be one of the best military memorials I have ever seen, and we've seen a lot. But this is they've had to add an extra block because they've run out of room, and they've had to put up another stone here just to get those names that they've discovered in this county. Yeah. And unfortunately, there's room. Let's hope that it's never filled. Let's pray it's never filled. All right, well, thank you to our military for your service and bravery. We are grateful for all you do for your country. God bless America. Absolutely. I didn't see this. This is the Combat Assault Vietnam, and it's here's what talks about the engraving as part reproduction of a painting. Well, what'd you think of historical markers in Sequatchie County? I thought it was pretty interesting myself. I enjoy so much learning about history from places that I've never been before. So this meets the bill. Stay tuned for the next episode after this one, because you know there'll be more. I can't quit looking for historical markers. It's just a lot of fun. If you haven't subscribed to the page and liked the video, please do those things. If you have any questions or comments, I love seeing them. So continue watching us here or in our other series that we do. We do a couple other ones. So join us back.